Now, here's the thing, the significance. All right, 21 keys of Fetty. Now, here's I'm gonna give y'all some education. I'm about to educate y'all on what's going on with fentanyl. All right, you got difference between fentanyl and fentanyl analog. They're two different things. Okay. Now, for federal trafficking laws, 400 grams of fentanyl triggers a 10-year mandatory sentence. So now, it's obvious they both, he had, it was well over 400 grams in the house. So automatically that triggers a 10-year mandatory minimum, okay? It was well over 4. So anything over 400 grams. Now there may be statutes above that based on the kilogram, but right now anything over 400 grams triggers a 10-year mandatory minimum. Okay, that's for fentanyl, okay? But for fentanyl analog, only 100 grams is needed for that same penalty. Now, fentanyl analog is any mixture, okay? Fentanyl analog is a mixture that increases the penalty of fentanyl. Now, this is kind of reminiscent of the crack era, when people were getting more time for less crack. Now, crack was considered 100 to 1. Crack was considered 100 to 1. This here is considered 4 to 1. Crack was 100 to 1. So this isn't as bad as they did us with crack. But this statute, man, it don't take much to trigger a 10-year mandatory minimum, which is 400 grams of fentanyl. Now, it only takes 100 grams of fentanyl analog to trigger a 10-year mandatory minimum. So that means anytime it's mixed with something else, it only takes 100 grams to trigger a 10-year mandatory minimum. Now, 40 grams of fentanyl analog, 40 grams of fentanyl triggers a 5-year mandatory minimum. Okay, now this would be 846, and a fentanyl analog, it takes 10 grams to trigger a 5-year mandatory minimum. So they well past that. So these aren't relevant to this case.